The way you see the body dressed is the way the soul is dressed.
We should focus on the goal.
So go back to the same person who sent you into the feet down. Every other thing starts from down.
To up. Did you say hi?
Yeah.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Shelter of Hope TV. As usual, I feel you are feeling blessed with the topic since episode 1. If you have any feelings, any comment, any addition, subtraction, you can tell us in the comment and we'll be grateful. I'm your host, Jai Feso, and as always, I'm not alone. I'm with the men of God. Give them time to introduce themselves. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello everyone. As usual, Roger Hillary. Thanks for having me back.
Thank you, John Collins.
Thank you. Welcome once more time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Take it again.
In the past 2 episodes, we've been talking about leadership, the role of youths in the church, how they can encounter everything to do with leadership. And today, we will summarize the leadership part involving the youths. And today, we'll talk about the fear in leadership. Maybe somebody feels he or she is a leader, but akona kawoga. Or maybe he or she is a leader, but akona ile kawoga ya kudeliver. How can we deal with this? Like, I know all of you are leaders. That is the best thing here. Today, all of us are leaders here. How can somebody deal with the leadership fear, the fear inside? Maybe you are called, you have been elected, but kindani tu nasema hapana. Like, for example, the state of Moses. When Moses was called to be a leader, he had the leadership role, defending that Israelite by the time he saw an Egyptian trying to enslave or kill or beat up. Defending that Israelite was an act of leadership. Running away was like a fear. Being called, they said like I'm a stammerer, that was some fear. How can somebody encounter such?
Fear in leadership.
Fear in leadership.
So, I think everyone that has ever been a leader has encountered fear in one way or another. Because it is something that you are venturing in for the first time, or maybe you have been in leadership, but this is coming like God is now pulling you out of where you've been comfortable, to a place where you don't know what will happen and how will it be. So it is a place that is out of your comfort zone. So there will be fear venturing into what you don't know. But as you have taken the case study of Moses, he feared that he's not well off.
Yeah.
He's not going to measure up.
He's not a good speaker.
He's not well in speaking. He looked at where he was going and said that no, if I'm to be in the scale, Moses versus Pharaoh, then I will be weighed down. I don't measure up. So that is the fear that most of the leaders come to confront, and it will be there. But one thing we have to take into heart and just believe that he who called us, that is God, he who called us is able to take us through that same thing. There is no anyone that is in the Bible that God called and abandoned. If he started it, he is able to sustain us in it. So one of the ways to overcome fear is to trust in him who has called you. Trust in God. Trust his voice, trust his judgment, his counsel, and his leadership. One thing God will do is he calls you into something, he calls you into leadership, and it doesn't abandon you. Like you're not leading yourself. You're not leading alone. He's always going to assure you that I am with you. Like he said to Moses, I'll be with you. I'll make you like a God. I'll make you like a God. You see yourself as just a mere man who is not even worthy to stand before Pharaoh, but I'll
Yeah.
make you like a God.
So you'll be greater than the
Greater
person
than
you're
the
going to
person that
meet.
you're going to meet.
Yeah.
So one thing is just to trust in that same God. It is not by might, not by power. It is not by our education. Somebody may look at himself and say, "No, I'm not that educated, but I'm going to lead people who are educated, people who are scaled into the levels of education, people who have money, people who are rich, but I'm having nothing by now. People who are big, maybe in size, but I'm just a small person." Just like Gideon said that I'm just a child.
Yeah.
How can I be trusted to deliver the Israelites? But God says that go in the strength that you already have. So there is something that God sees in us that is able to do what He's calling us to do. So we have just to trust that God.
Just have to trust in the word and the voice of the Lord. Brother Calvin.
Yeah, I do agree with Pastor that once in a while there will be fear, and what brings fear sometimes is the expectation. Once you are in leadership role, there are a lot that is expected from you. And remember, in leadership is whereby you are expected to make very tough decisions. Some decisions that even yourself is against your will. But because of the position that you are the person to make this decision. So this sometimes bring fear, but just as the man of God has said, God himself tells us that I have not given you the spirit of fear. I've given you the spirit of courage. Yeah, the spirit of love. Timidity is no longer ours as leaders. And he even talks to Joshua and he tells him, be courageous. So as much as fear will visit you, let it not take control of yourself or control of your leadership. But we assure you that fear will be there. Maybe fear of unknown. Maybe fear of when you look at the results of people that went ahead of you, and then you try to picture, where will I take these people? Because a leader should be taking people to some place, should be taking people to achieve a certain vision. So that will come, but we trust in God, and also to help you overcome fear. As a leader, you must also have to build yourself, capacitate yourself, so that when you are put in such position as a leader, then you are able to make decisions, not only decisions, but sound decisions. Yeah. So that's my take.
In a personal experience, like one of the activators, something that activate fear is doubt. Is there any moment when you were first called to be a leader and you doubted the call? Now did you overcome it?
And there will be times that will be doubting yourself, doubting the call itself,
The ability.
doubting your ability, doubting even God.
Yeah.
Some even go to an extent of doubting God. Am I still walking with God? Is He still the one leading me? This far that I have come, nimekuja peke yangu ama ni Mungu amenifikisha?
Sure.
Yeah. You'll be doubting, nilijiita ama niliitwa na Mungu ama ni Mungu aliniita kweli?
Ama hii ni sauti tu ya
sauti ya nilishiba tu nikasikia sauti ikajitokeza.
Yeah.
So there will be moments that will be doubting because of the things that you see happening around you. So a situation bring doubt. Just like the children of Israel, when they were going to the promised land, and the 10 spies were, the 12 spies were sent.
Yeah.
The report that came brought doubt.
It was both positive and negative.
Positive and negative.
Yeah.
So the report that came from the 10 brought doubt because of what
They
they saw, what they felt would happen after that. So the things that we see around us will create doubt sometimes. Unaenda we mwenyewe, people expect that you help them solve their problems, help them go somewhere, but wewe mwenyewe ukijiangalia self analysis, unajiambia mimi ni kama siendi mahali.
Yeah.
Mimi mwenyewe hata siwezi kujisaidia. Mimi mwenyewe nililala njaa usiku jana. And these people are expecting from me. Then you begin to ask yourself, should I be the one leading or should I be the one
Being
led? Because of the situations around us. But that particular moment, God is looking for us to come back to the original voice that we had when he was sending us into this very work. Hii ni kazi ya Mungu. Any leadership ambayo ina involve spiritual matters ama church ni kazi ya Mungu. So ina mwenyewe. So go back to the same person who sent you into the field. And you'll hear the voice of an assurance that I am with you. Hiyo ndiyo voice ambayo itakukaa. I am still with you. I am with you. I am with you. That assurance alone itakupatia another strength. Just like he said to Joshua, be courageous. Don't be dismayed. Don't be afraid. I am with you. That alone is repeated very times in that particular verse. I am with you.
I am.
That assurance pekee nitakupatia strength. Oh, kumbe Mungu bado ako na mimi. I can still do it. I can still do it. So look beyond the situation. Look beyond the in-betweens of leadership. The in-betweens of leadership. Look unto the goal, the main aim, the great vision that God has laid before you. Where you are taking this group, where you are taking these people, what you are trying to achieve. Look at the glory that is set before that, and that will encourage you. You will find encouragement in that. So know that God is still with you while in that course.
Yeah, God is, Brother Calvin, the doubtful nature, doubt being one of the activators of fear and some other things, but doubt is one of, I feel like, is the major thing that brings the fear.
Yeah.
Overcoming it, or maybe you yourself, you're a leader, you've dealt with several things. How did you overcome the doubt? And hadi ukai-step it down, kasema tu wenyewe weka kando, how to step on and soldier on.
Yeah. Doubt always come because of what I said, the expectation, and it breeds that fear. Because you're limiting yourself, you're saying that I don't think I can reach there, you know. There are people behind me, there are people focused at me. So if we are to overcome it, then we should focus on the goal. The vision is what will help us overcome it. Somebody gives an analogy of a lion. You look at the lion, he is not the strongest animal in the jungle, right?
Yeah.
He's not the tallest in the jungle, right?
Yeah.
Lion is not the heaviest in the jungle.
Well,
And even to make it more interesting, lion is not the wisest in the jungle,
yeah.
but is the king of the jungle. He is the leader of the jungle. Why is he the leader of the jungle? Because of the courage that he has, that the lion has. Because the focus that the lion has. The problem will come when we lose focus. When we lose focus, then we are done as a leader. You are taking these people nowhere if you lose focus. Because the vision should be driving factor in our leadership. Yeah, so keeping on the vision. Sometimes discouragement will come. Sometimes you'll not meet expectation, which is very true. Not always leaders will meet expectation. You will fail in a little while, but that's not the end of the world. Wake, stand up, dust yourself, continue looking at the vision. following the vision. Said, there is somewhere I'm taking this. There is somewhere I'm taking this organization. There is somewhere I'm taking this church. So the vision should be the fact to motivate and to drive.
Yeah, and but maybe there's a youth outside there who is a leader but has that fear of meeting the congregation, people like Brother Calvins and Pastor. You've met some big names outside here, but somebody, I can recall my first time I was meeting these dignitaries. I had some fear, I could not even manage to get to where they were, and nilienda kama photographer, and that is kutoka hapo lazima tuulize copy picture. Start to struggle. Maybe personally you've been in a place where you are the only pastor, but others are bishop, reverend. And maybe there's somebody like you outside. For the Calvins, you've dealt with several big names, and some are even bigger. They can look at you and say it's just a child. It's just maybe of the size of it, how they can depict you in human nature. How can you encourage a youth outside there who is in such situation, so that he can encounter such fearful nature in them?
So Rome was not built in one day. Every great thing that we ever see started from scratch, started from somewhere. Somebody once said that it is only the digging of a grave that starts from up to down. But every other thing starts from down to up. So the first thing that you have to build yourself in is self-realization. You must realize yourself. That will give you some peace in you. When you realize yourself, who you are, and what you are doing, and why you are doing that particular thing. So that will not give you pressure. When you realize yourself, it won't give you pressure, even if you are in the presence of dignitaries, people who are great. But you know who you are, you know what you are doing, and why you are doing that particular thing. I may be the smallest pastor amongst bishop, reverends, right reverend, cardinals, what?
General.
Yeah. Generals, GO. But because I realize I know myself, I know my course. In every hizi mbio za kuzungukana, people are given their tracks. Kila mtu anakimbia kwa track yake. So you are told to keep your track. When you cross to another person's track, you are disqualified from the race. And that is how leadership should be. Just keep your track. Na hii sio ile mbio ya the first is the winner. It is about
100 meters.
It is about finishing. This is about finishing. It's about finishing. Hata kama yule alimaliza jana, you still endelea na yako.
Remaining on the course.
Yeah, remain on the course and finish. Hata kama yako itamalizika next year, but be consistent in it. Because you've realized who you are and what you are doing and why you are doing that particular thing. Let you find self-assertiveness, self-awareness, and self-realization in who you are. And also seek to grow. Don't be contented with where you are now. It is good to realize who you are and what you are doing and where you are going. But it is also another thing to add value to yourself each and every day, building on yourself, building on your vision, building on what you are doing, and that will keep you motivated. When you grow every day, you are motivated to do even more. When you rise, you are motivated even to try much harder. But when you are stagnant, when you are just relaxed, it is easier to be discouraged because you'll be seeing others doing better than you every day because you're just stuck into one position. But if you keep moving, you'll see every other thing moving. It is surprising, mtu akikaa hivi unaona kila kitu kimekaa. Ndio? Look around, you see everything just stuck. But if you are moving, hata
Everything
vitu
moves.
vimesimama unaona vina move.
Yeah.
So vitu vimesimama unaona vina move backward, wewe una
Unaenda,
move forward.
yeah.
Na kitu kina move unaona kina move with you. So when you are moving, you will move with people who are moving. Meaning you will rub shoulders with people who are growing. You will rub shoulders with people who are up. And you will utaacha nyuma, will leave behind everything that is stuck. You will only attract things that are dead, things that are low, things that are of less value when you are stuck. So keep yourself learning, moving, improving yourself each and every day. Build on your capacity, read books, interact with the people who have made it. Let them be your friends. Marafiki zako wasikuwe watu ambao wame lose hope wala watakohoda. Nilikwambia wachane na hiyo kitu bwana. Let them be people who will motivate you to move forward. Be friends with people who are high. Be friends with people who are at your level.
Did you say hi?
Yeah. High in a certain position. Or they are high people who are looking up to. Wale ambao unatamani kukua kama wao ama kuwafuata. Sio wale ambao wako high.
Why?
Wale wako high bila ndoo.
Why bila kuchana?
I remember this story of my life. I work for VMK, so I always make calls. So I've given contacts to contact some leaders. So there's this leader from Eldoret. He might be watching this.
We are sorry if you'll be watching.
No, it's a good story. Now, I've been calling consistency for like 6 months. We had not met. And for me, when I'm making call, I'm very good in making calls because I'll change my voice, say, "Hello, sir, how are you?" So my voice is that, how do you call it? Yeah,
Your
that
voice is
cause voice, very big, assertive
PR
voice. Yeah, that PR voice. So we talked to this guy. I talked to this guy, called him several times, and we talked. And then there was an event that was being organized by VMK in his place. So the day reached that we were going to that place. So we left in Nairobi in the morning, and then by 4:05, we were in Eldoret. And then there is a place that we were to meet this guy. So it was really suspicious of how do these people look like? This person who has been talking to me, how does he look like, you know? So I called in the car, said, hello, let me call just his name. Hello, Pastor Zach. Said, oh yes, Mr. Calvin, where are you? Somehow we are already at the petrol station. Yeah, we are in this such a car, KCB 0Z. And then he comes. And then I be the first one to get out and say, Pastor Zach, I've been calling you all these years. Are you coming?
I was expecting someone
yeah. He was expecting somebody who is very big and somebody with a with tummy. Yeah. So and he was surprised. Saying, "Oh, you are very different when you make a call. You look big, mature, and a big person, an old man in a per se, you know." But this is because of the nature of the work. Now, I have to put myself in that level because these people are meeting. Some are even educated more than me, you know. These people are meeting, I'm reaching out to. Theologically, they have even gone ahead of me. But I have to capacitate myself to that level. So what will make you not now to, what will bring fear is when there is inferiority complex. Say, no, I don't think if it's me who can serve this people, you know. That one, I don't fit in that level. No. And I agree with you. What you do, keep your line. If there is something you're not good at, then okay, fine, capacitate yourself, and then tell the people that in this area I'm not good at. So be open to people.
Be open to people. And quick a little bit. Now, apart from fear, there are some temptations somebody might find himself or herself in leadership. So, as a leader, you've come or faced some temptations. Now, there's a youth also there who is a leader but is facing some temptation. We know several temptations a youth leader can face from the church, from the members, maybe from the leaders above. How can they overcome that in a group?
Temptations in leadership.
Yeah.
There are so many temptations in leadership, which I will not go into, but I will give a general ways that we can avoid falling into these temptations.
Overcome.
Overcome. Okay. Overcome.
If you avoid. Right.
Avoid falling into them. Okay. So if you read from 1 Corinthians, 1 Corinthians chapter 10, 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 12, starting from verse 12, 13 and 14, Bible says, he who is standing should
Be
take
careful.
heed, to be careful lest he falls. So if you think you are standing firm, be careful that you don't fall. No temptation has overtaken you except that which is common to all mankind.
Amen.
And God is faithful that He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, He will also provide a way out of that which you can endure it. Therefore, my dear friends, flee from idolatry. So He's giving a warning against idolatry. But He says that anyone who is thinking that he's standing,
Be
so
careful.
it is a thought.
Be careful.
When you think you are standing, be careful,
Be careful.
that you will not fall.
And they cannot give you a temptation that
Yeah.
And He said that God will not give you will not allow a temptation to come unto you except that which is common to. So the things that we are going through
Are common.
Are common.
They had happened
They
before.
had happened before.
We are not
the
the
days
first.
of the Bible.
Uh-huh.
Even hiyo ambayo unapitia hiyo kuna record yake kwa Biblia.
Yeah.
So Samson went through the same.
Yeah.
We are reading from him as a case study because he fell. So from there, learn. Don't entertain that temptation. If you are standing, be careful not to fall.
Be careful. not
But
to
you will
fall.
not be tempted
Beyond.
beyond what
Your
you can
ability.
bear. But He's also saying that God will give a way out of that temptation.
Amen.
So chochote ambacho unakipitia, there is a way out of it. There is a way out of it. So just a quick remedy. There is somebody who told us, I think we were with you in some university some times back.
Cooperative University.
Yeah, it was Pastor T.
Yeah,
Pastor T.
Tim
He s-
Wangi.
Yeah. He said that the body, the way you see the body dressed is the way the soul is dressed. That is when he came dressed, and he was coming to minister to youths. And he was dressed
Beyond
ile ambayo unaweza ku identify mtu kati ya million people.
Yeah, I said that.
So we were asking him and he said that unaona vile nimevaa, that is how the soul is dressed. So as a youth leader, there are temptations you can overcome or prevent by how you dress this body.
Yeah.
By how you dress this body. Kuna temptations that utajipata ndani yake because of how you dress. Let me just single that one. So work on packaging yourself physically. That will help you overcome certain things ambazo zinakuja because of our carelessness in our packaging. Kuna vile ambavyo ukivaa tu hivi kuna vitu vinakufuata. Na kuna vile ambavyo ukivaa hata watu wanaogopa kukufikia. So I think nanielewa in that analogy that I've given.
Wanakunyita.
Package yourself.
Package yourself.
And you will
Not only even you package even your speech.
yeah, how you speak, just how you talked earlier about your conduct in speaking, that PR. Vile ambavyo unajichukulia itakusaidia sana ku overcome certain things.
As a man thinketh,
So
easy. That summarizes your.
That summarizes everything. Youth who is outside there, somebody once say like, being a leader depends on the mindset. How you, when you wake up, how you prepare yourself. Our body is like an industry and the foreman. Our brain is the foreman, our body is the industry. When you wake up in a bad mood and you tell the foreman, your brain tells you like, today is a moody day, don't do anything, don't do this. Every day the day will be bad. But when you wake up in a moody day and you tell yourself, the brain, you adjust your brain and tells you, you know what, I'm moody, but today we thank God for this day. We thank God for everything. May I just wake up and slow down and make these things go right. Everything will be all right. Thank you guys for coming.
You start by making the beds. When you wake up, you start by making the beds.
Making the best when you wake
Spread
up.
the bed.
Yeah, spread the bed and do everything. Not just waking up and leaving everything in a shitty way.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for coming and we
Welcome, sir.
appreciate.
Nice, sir.
Have a blessed day. Leave a comment, don't comment, share. Don't
you.
forget to share and leave a comment. Tell us. Have a blessed day.
Bye.